Wanda's Culinary and Crafting Creations, where I bring you into my home and give you culinary tips and crafting ideas. If this is something that you believe that you would like, please join me. Hey everybody, I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to do some homemade Cauli-Mac&Cheese. Now I got this idea, I believe I got this from Publix, and it's keto Cauli-Mac&Cheese, okay? I bought two, I tried one, it was kind of lacking in flavor. The cheese sauce, there was really none. So I decided I'm gonna do a homemade version of this. I'm gonna use this as well because I have to use it. So I'm gonna add it to what I'm cooking. But the cheese sauce and stuff is going to be homemade. So of course, I have a head of cauliflower here. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up. And let me get some kitchen scissors here. Go ahead and cut it up, and get it chopped up. So y'all been having a pretty good day today. Here in Florida, it was really nice. We had temperatures in the 70s, which is real nice. Not too hot. You get to go out on the beach and enjoy yourself. Walk around some of the outlets that are outdoors and just have a good old time. And that's what we did today. Went to a few outlet stores and shopped a little bit, and we had a good old time. I hope your day was nice. We're heading into March, and we're gonna have some nice spring weather coming in. Hopefully for some of you guys that have been you know, not seeing good weather, or you know, been extremely cold, hopefully we can get you some good spring weather here in March, because we'll be coming into spring shortly. That's going to be great. All right, here I'm just cutting off some little brown areas, because we're not going to eat that. We're just going to cut up my cauliflower. So, of course, like I was telling you guys on one of my other videos, I am trying out keto. I've been doing pretty well on it. I lost probably about 5 pounds so far. I'm gonna stick with it and see where it goes from here. Maybe add a little bit of exercise, you know. And yeah, we'll see what happens this week with the weight loss. But I'm not gonna stop eating healthy, because I know ultimately it's good for my body. Sometimes when you're older, you know, 40 plus, it's harder for your body to let go of the weight, especially women. Men, you know, a lot of times you guys can lose weight fairly quickly, but women, a lot of times after we hit 45 and older, it's hard to lose weight. And I know for me, you know, it's gonna take a minute, because I've been big for a long time. For a long time. So it's not gonna be overnight. I know that. So we're gonna keep going. And I know the key to it is what I eat. So I'm trying very hard to take things that I love to eat and love to make, because I love to cook, and make them healthy, or at least healthier. And I believe that's the key to it. You know, of course, you know, being active too, but definitely what we eat. So I am cutting up this cauliflower. We're gonna make this Cauli-Mac&Cheese. It is keto friendly. And we're going to be using this. Let me put my colander here so I can wash everything up. Yeah. So we're going to put it in here. I'm going to wash it up. And then get to boiling this, and then we're going to make some cheese sauce. Yep, you see me, I'm using a pan so I don't get all this stuff all over my floor. I'm going to dump it right in the garbage. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wash this cauliflower, and then we're going to get it started for the cheese sauce, okay? Alright, hold on. Alright, so I did go ahead and wash the cauliflower. Now we're going to go ahead and put this into a pot so we can get it to boiling. Alright, so I'm going to put about 4 cups of water in here. This measuring cup holds about 4.5 cups of water. I'm going to put 4 cups in there. I'm going to put in this water, I am going to put some chicken bouillon into this water. Here it is. And I'm also going to put some Tony Chachere's in here too. That's probably about a good 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to put some Chachere's. I'm not going to really measure. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle. So I would say that probably was a good tablespoon of the Tony's. And just a little bit of salt, because you have to remember the chicken bouillon and the Tony's has salt in it already. So I put about that much salt in there. Let's go straight in the water. Alright, so now we're going to take this and pour it into our pot. And if there's a little seasoning at the bottom, just add a little bit more water. Get your seasoning out. And I'm going to put my clean and drained cauliflower right in the water. nothing gets stuck. And I'm gonna cover this. I think this is the right part. Yeah, that's the right part. All right, so we're gonna cover that up and let that cook. While that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and get our cheese sauce together. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. This is my first time cooking this myself. Okay, so we're going to go through this together. And I have an idea of how I want to do it, but you know, we'll see. So I'm gonna put some half and half. This, I'm probably gonna put about 2 cups in here. Now, mind you, I'm keto, so I don't use flour, not wheat flour. I use almond flour, coconut flour. I use flaxseed meal, things like that for my cooking. So I'm not going to be able to thicken this up with any flour, like make a bechamel. I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to have to do this a little different. So this is some Mexican style cheese, and I had, oh, there's some Cauli-Mac. So I'm gonna do the Mexican style, and I'm gonna do some Cauli-Mac cheese in here. So I'm gonna do probably about 1 cup, so a cup and a half of the Mexican style. And we're going to do about a cup and a half of the Cauli-Mac. I'm just going to put these over to the side, because I'm probably going to be using them again for the top of the mac and cheese. So we're gonna let that melt on down. To this, I'm gonna add some onion powder. I'm gonna add some pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. And we just sprinkle. Use the sprinkling. And put about a teaspoon of onion powder in here. If you want to add some garlic powder, you can. I'm not adding any today, but I am going to add some black pepper. Sprinkle it in to taste. Now you do this to your taste. And I'm going to also put a little bit of Italian seasoning in here as well. I would say you probably can put maybe about half a teaspoon in there. And that's my seasoning for my cheese. Let me get a spoon. Well, a spatula. And we'll get this melted in together. Now, as I stated, I'm not making a bechamel because I don't use flour. But I am going to put eggs in here. I'm probably going to put about 2 eggs in. And that will help to thicken everything once it's in the oven. Alright, so I'm going to preheat my oven. We're going to put that on about 350. So by the time everything gets done cooking, we'll be able to assemble our mac and cheese. So I'm gonna open this keto mac and cheese so you can see how it actually looks. Alright, so this is the cooked cauliflower. It's a little mushy. And this is the cheese sauce that's used to go on it, guys. And like I said, it was not, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't like, you know, nasty, like, you know, go to the bathroom and spit everything out. But it was not flavorful either. So, you know, I just decided to try my own and see, you know, if I can make it taste more like mac and cheese. Because if truth be known, that's what I really miss. I miss having a nice pasta. You know, I miss my rice because I'm a rice lady. I love pasta, potatoes, rice, and bread. Everything that we're supposed to be cutting out on keto, that's what I love. So, yeah. And of course, this is not like a everyday. This is not like something I would be doing all the time. I just felt like I wanted some mac and cheese, so I'm gonna do it. And that is coming together nicely. All right, and we're going to get our cauliflower fork tender. And then we'll be ready to assemble. All right, so as soon as that gets fork tender, then we'll come back and assemble. All right, so the cauliflower is good and fork tender. So I'm gonna move it to this pan. As you see, I added that cauliflower out of the packet to the pan, okay? So, just gonna put my cauliflower in here. Moving it over to this pan. We're gonna mix it into the other cauliflower that I got out the packet for the keto Cauli-Mac&Cheese. Cheese sauce is pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. I don't want it to burn. All right. All right, so this is how it looks. Now, just like with mac and cheese, I am going to add a little bit of cream cheese to this. And that'll help it have some creaminess. Just one little heaping spoonful. And we get it incorporated into our cauliflower. Cauliflower smells good by itself. Those seasonings are on point. Flavor some so you can see better. Y'all don't mind me getting a drink of my water. Be trying to drink more water. So you'll see me drinking some throughout the video. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now I'm gonna get a couple of eggs and we're going to temper them. I need to find a bowl. Hold on. All right, I have a bowl here. And let me get 2 eggs out of here. As I stated, this is my first time making this, so don't judge me. This is about a tablespoon of butter. I'm not going to really put a whole lot of butter in here. We got the cheese sauce, but I add just a tad bit of butter. Like I said, it's about a tablespoon of butter. All right, so let me crack these eggs. Crack these eggs. So the eggs are like this in the bowl. I'm gonna use this little serving fork. I don't know if you can see. We're just gonna scramble them up a little bit. Now, to temper eggs, what you do, these are cut off, but it's still hot. So you put a little bit of the cheese sauce into the eggs to bring it up to temperature. That way you don't have scrambled eggs when you put it into your sauce. I'm going to put some more. Alright, it's ready for us to put in here. I think I'm going to do it one more time. Still kind of cold. And tempered, I'm going to add it to the sauce. And you need to stir really, really well. Okay, stirred it real good. All right, now let me so now we're going to put it right in our pan. Smells delicious, honey. Yes, it does. Now we're just going to fold our mac and cheese, or stir our mac and cheese into this sauce. And like I said, I don't use breadcrumbs or anything like that. I'm just going to sprinkle a tad bit of cheese over the top, just a little bit. Give it a little bit of a crust. And then we'll put it right on in the oven. So I'm going to take some of that Cauli-Mac. sprinkle some over the top here. Now just take into account, you got a ton of cheese. You got a ton of cheese in this sauce, okay? So you don't need to have a whole lot on the top. Just want enough to make a nice little crust. All right, now I'm gonna put this in the oven. Remember, we preheated our oven to 350, and we're gonna put it in here for probably about, we'll see what 15 minutes do. And I'll come back and let you know, let you see it, and let you know how long it was actually in there. Okay? All right, it has been about 15 minutes. And what I did after the 15 minutes, I cut the broiler on. You're gonna have to watch it because you don't want to burn your mac and cheese. But I did cut the broiler on to get a nice brown crust on the top of it. And we're gonna take it out. Let's see, I need another pot holder here. Look at that. That's beautiful. That looks delicious. So we're going to dish some up here and see if we can get a little taste. All right. So let's dip in. Here we go. I'm scared. Okay. I might have been a little ambitious. I might have put too much sauce on this. I don't know. But you know how mac and cheese does. It kind of gets firm as it sets up too. So we're gonna see. It's hot, so I need to blow it. It smells like mac and cheese. Okay. Oh yeah. It's very cheesy. It's really good. I mean, we know it's cauliflower, it's not elbow noodles, but it has a really good taste. I like it. Okay. That's wonderful. So guys, that is my keto mac and cheese, which is just a Cauli-Mac&Cheese. It is really good, nice and creamy. You know, I cut my cauliflower into bigger pieces so it can be a little more substantial. You can cut them in smaller pieces if you want, but I think it kind of loses the, I think the cauliflower just gets too soft. That's good. I like it. So guys, this is it. If you try this recipe, leave me a message, a comment letting me know how it turned out for you. If you changed something, let me know what you changed. Remember, every recipe, and this is my tip for today, I just want to reiterate this. Every recipe is just a guide. It is a guide. And you can pretty much do what you want with that recipe because you're eating it, you know, you and your family. So tweak it for you and your family, and you can't go wrong. And if you do something and you don't like it, you know, do something else next time. Just don't kick the recipe out because you did something wrong. But go back and try it again and do it differently until you get it the way you like it. That's what I do. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me and listening to me talk and ramble. I hope that you know, this is a great recipe for you, and I hope that you try it. Y'all have a wonderful day and have a great rest of your week, all right?